Hey everybody, I wanted to have a quick chat with you about a topic that's gone berserk today. I'm just going to share this, I'm going to give it a crack. I'm going to try to share this elsewhere. So just give me 1 second. And hopefully I'll be able to do it. Just waiting for my Facebook to refresh. All right, let's see. Okay, so let me just share this on my wall because I've got a lot of people there. All right. Okay. Well, lucky I'm a big quick typist. Okay. All right, thanks for being patient. Okay, that's the first time I've done that, so cheers for waiting. Now, I wanted to talk to you about a post that I put on today in Lifestyling and in my Facebook group, Lifestylers and Relationship Finders. Now, I got varying responses actually from it, and I'm fascinated to see what you think of it, because if you weren't in on those conversations, I would love to know what you thought. So the question that I posed was, is it okay to flirt with somebody who's in a relationship? Now, quickly think what you think. Make up your mind and let me know what you think about that, because I'd be curious to know which way you go on that topic, because honestly, it was divided on Lifestyling. Pretty much the answer was yes. In my group of people who are looking to improve their lives and, eventually at some stage looking for a relationship, the answer was a fairly resounding no. So I want to tell you what I think about it. Now, I think that there are a few times when it's okay. Overall, I'm going to say it's okay. Now, make sure if you're watching, please do make a point of giving me a thumbs up or a nice big heart. Comments are great as well. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so yet, where it comes up and says that if you want to be notified next time I'm live, make sure you hit yes. And that way you'll get the notification. So, times when I believe it's okay for you to flirt with someone who's in a relationship. They are times when you already know them and you have a friendship with them. In a lot of ways, if you already have a friendship with them before they became in a relationship, then I don't see why you should change your behavior. If you already were talking like that with them and they were responding like that, and that's the way you are with each other, why would you change that? I don't see why you would. Feel free to make a comment anyway. So if you're already friends with them, I say go for it, because their person that they are now in a relationship, they need to respect that you are there as well. You were there in their partner's life before they came along, and they already had a relationship with you. So I think fair's fair on them with their friends, and certainly fair on the person they're in a relationship with. The next time I think it's okay is when you have no intent. If you're not trying to get that person to break up with their partner, or if you're not trying to cause any drama, if you're just having a little fun, because flirting is supposed to be fun. It really is. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself and having a laugh and having a bit of fun. It doesn't have to be like you're flirting with an intent of going out with that person or causing drama in their relationship. It's just not how it has to be. It can be fun. And a lot of people who are single, honestly, they're scared of flirting. They feel like, oh God, if I flirt with this person, then basically we're getting married. And that's just not the case. It doesn't have to be like that. So, flirt away with pretty much whoever you want to flirt with. So, The other time when it is a-okay to flirt with somebody is when it is your personality. Why would you change your personality because they're in a relationship? I know I had somebody comment on my lifestyle page and they said, yep, I'm a big flirt. Well, I'm adding a little bit there, but I'm a big flirt. So that person knows full well that they can just flirt whenever they like. People will get to know you and know that that's your personality. So why would you turn that off? Because what it means is that somebody in a relationship will see you flirting with everybody else in the room and not flirting with them. How's that going to make them feel? I would feel like shit if that was me. I'd be like, hold on a second. What? Do I not have a heartbeat? Am I not a person? Why aren't you behaving the same way with me? You can still make the one person that you're interested in feel special when you are interested in them. You have to make a special effort with that person, obviously, but you can do it. So it's not like you can't flirt with everybody and then because God forbid one will come along that you actually like and you're like, I don't know how to make them like me or how to make them know that I like them. If you need help with that, by the way, I'm your girl. So by all means, get in contact. You can probably contact me by my website, www.lifestyling.com.au. But there's no need to alienate one person that you know by not flirting with them because you either like someone else or because you're worried that they will feel bad that you're flirting with them when they're in a relationship. That's bullshit. However, if you know somebody is in a relationship and you're not a natural flirt and you're not the sort of person who flirts with everybody, how dare you? Don't do it. That is not the time to do it. Targeting somebody you know is in a relationship. Hey there, make sure you give me a thumbs up, please. If you know somebody's in a relationship and you're deliberately trying to flirt with them to mess with their head or get them into trouble, trying to sway them, trying to turn their head just because you want an ego boost, hell no. You can't do it. That is definitely not the time or the person to flirt with. Definitely not. Now, one question that did come up is, what is flirting? And, that differs from person to person. My version of flirting may not be your version of flirting. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a kind of conversation that's a little bit not quite normal. As in, you wouldn't have this kind of conversation with your boss necessarily. Unless you're trying to get a raise in, alternative methods. But that's not what I recommend. So it's a sort of conversation you would have with somebody that you're interested in, that you get along with really well. It doesn't have to be all that sexual. You can just be a bit flirty, a bit nice, a bit fun. So you know when you're flirting, and sometimes we don't always know when we're being flirted with because that's the way the other person is and our radar isn't always on. But you know when you're flirting and you know what's appropriate. So if you walk away from a conversation and you think, oh, holy shit, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Then you know for next time. You don't need someone else to tell you that. Something else that one of my group members brought up is that the partner of the person you're flirting with can get upset and get offended when you're flirting with them. Now, I think that's a fair concern to raise. However, you're not responsible for their actions. You're responsible for your own. So if you are able to have a conversation with someone and you're a bit flirty and you're, just having a bit of a chit chat and you know in your heart of hearts that you're not trying to be anything other than yourself, then what's the problem? Because they might not like it. The person, the partner of the person you're flirting with may not like it, and that's fair enough. But guess what? It's up to them to control their actions and the way they deal with you. If they can't trust their partner, that's not your problem. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Because I believe it is crystal clear. You can only be responsible for yourself and your own actions. So have your standards, Set standards for yourself. If you don't want to flirt with people who are in relationships, good on you. That's okay. I'm not telling you to. But for those who are flirty, then just do it on your own terms. Understand that it's not always appropriate, that the other person may not reciprocate, that your personality may not go over well, but you have to know that. And most of my demographic out there, we're adults. So, we've been on earth long enough to know when we're gelling with someone and when we're not. It's really important to pick your audience. So if you feel comfortable doing it, go for your life. Really, have some fun. Just enjoy yourself. Just be crystal clear about what your intentions are. You don't have to say, oh, I'm not trying to pick you up or anything. Just relax. Just enjoy yourself. Because if the person's in a relationship, they should be secure enough in that relationship to know that they can relax with you and flirt back a little bit without giving you an impression that they're about to dump their partner. So I will leave you there. Feel free to leave your comments. I will be happy to hear them. I know that my opinions and my views are not always the same as everybody else's, but welcome to Lifestyling. This is what I'm about. I want to help you to get out into the world and try new things. Get to know new people. Get to know yourself. Because you know what? You might be a big flirt. Maybe that's the way to build up your confidence. But we can talk about that in future videos. If this live has been useful to you, please do share it. And as I said earlier, if you see the notification, see the question that comes up and says to let you know when I'm going live next time, please do tick it so that you can see when I'm chatting. And feel free to join in at any time. And I will catch you next time. See ya. Have a great night.